So the product team has been focused on really refining our road mapping process and refining what we want to do over the next 3 years in our planning processes. And we've really focused on 4 key themes. The first is customer value, feature framework that reduces customization, so makes implementations more straightforward, delivering high value for the customer and making it as quick and easy as possible to implement. The second is high productivity, things like cross-browser support or cross-platform support. Also, Office 365 integration for authentication is another key feature that's really going to make the application far more accessible to many different users from anywhere they want to work. Another theme is what we call better together. Microsoft has many different technologies across SharePoint, Office 365, Dynamics NAV itself, Power BI is another one. We really see it as our role to really pull those technologies together and deliver pre-set up pieces where all of these things are working together to our clients in a way that they can leverage all of them and collectively get better value. And the last is cloud first. Definitely the future of ERP solutions is in the cloud. That really addresses many issues that many of our clients have of maintaining infrastructure, patching servers, ensuring backups are happening. So the cloud really allows organizations to be more efficient. Our employee web apps today supports mobile access, and we think that's really going to unleash the potential of the solution and allow our clients to use it wherever, whenever they need to. And with mobile capabilities, our clients will be able to check certain pieces of information, like perhaps the status of their budget, enter a requisition, or at least view how many vacation days they have left, or access a pay stub. So our scheduling solution is really targeted for supported assisting organizations. We've really come up with some substantial innovations in that area. We can embed into it all kinds of either legislative requirements or union requirements, like the number of rest hours required or the maximum number of hours to be worked per day or per week by a particular individual. So we can have all of those automated into the system so that as scheduling decisions are being made, alerts are popping up, letting the individuals, either the supervisor or the scheduler, know what those issues are. And so again, we believe that that's really going to help improve the relationship between those organizations and their staff. There's lots of other features too. There's functionality for shift bidding now, for example. You can publish a shift that's not yet been filled, and so that can allow your casual pool or even your full-time staff who want to pick up some extra shifts. They can actually just look through the list of those open or available shifts, and by clicking on a button they can request that shift. When they do that, it automatically sends emails and notifications out to the supervisors for that location, and then the supervisor right from their device can accept or deny that particular individual. Really taking a task that traditionally would have taken quite a few phone calls and automating that process for them. Traditionally, organizations will use a lot of paper forms that need to be filled out. We can eliminate all of that clutter and all of that disruption to an organization by having them use HR requests and fill out all that information online. And then when the HR or payroll teams get access to that information, they're simply converting or approving that data. They're not having to rekey anything. So we've focused on creating features that automate, for example, onboarding tasks. So when you're hiring a new employee, all of those tasks are automatically created and assigned to the right individuals, and we can really reduce the risk of having some of those tasks missed. On top of that, we can have additional business rules around things like qualifications that are required or specific tasks that need to be completed by the employee themselves. By automating those kinds of things, it really reduces the stress and the risk on the HR and payroll staff. Over the last 11 years at ALTUS Dynamics, in terms of all the products and features that we've developed in the solution, I'm really most proud of our employee web apps framework, and more specifically of the requisition process and the budget checking that's embedded right within that process. I know that it delivers tremendous value to our customers in a way that's natural and organic to how the users use the system. It's a feature that really helps them move away from a reactive method of managing budgets to a proactive method of managing their expenditures and their budgets. That shift from reactive to proactive really means a substantial change in the quality of life that they have. The employee web apps have some tremendous capabilities, not only in finance with the requisition and financial analysis and all of those components, but also in the human resources. So an employee can log in, they can view their own personal information, they can update their own address or name change with effective dates, and all of that, that kind of access can really reduce the dependence on the HR department. They need to just simply approve those types of changes as opposed to entering them manually themselves. The other capabilities include viewing your attendance balances, so vacation, sick, bank time, and whatever your attendance plans are in your organization, your employees will be able to look up those, as well as request time off, and that's integrated with workflow as well. So if you want to take some vacation time, or you need some sick time or medical leave of some support, the end employee can initiate that transaction, and through our workflow it's automatically email notification is sent to their manager, who can then decide to approve or do whatever is needed with that particular entry. Pay stubs are all available over the employee web apps, as well as tax forms like T4s or T4As. So we have a broad range of functionality that's available there. If we move into a manager self-service, that's an area that already is strong. Managers can view all of the appraisals that are due, appraisals that they need to have with their direct reports, or there's alerts right on the portal where they can see those. They can indicate them as completed, upload any documents. We also have capabilities for HR transactions to be initiated by the manager themselves. Our existing customers are critical to the development of our products. So our clients have been an incredible sounding board, have been ready to give us feedback on the things that work or don't work. We're always going to them and looking to them for that feedback, and they have a substantial impact in shaping the product, the features, and the priorities of what we develop.